At almost 1 o'clock, I entered the lobby of the building where I worked and turned toward the escalators, carrying a small white CVS bag, its receipt stapled over the top. The escalators rose toward the mezzanine where my office was. The radiant idea that you tore apart one of the triangular eaves of the carton, pushing its wing flaps back, using the stiffness of its own glued seam against itself, forcing the seal inside out without ever having to touch it into a diamond-shaped opening which became an ideal pourer. I had already half pulled out my shirt pocket pen, but not wanting to refuse her offer, I hesitated. At the same time, she saw that I already had a pen, and with an "Oh," began to retract hers from the proffering position. Meanwhile, I had decided to accept hers and let go of the one in my pocket, not registering until it was too late that she'd withdrawn the offer. She, seeing that I was now beginning to reach for her pen, canceled her retraction, but meanwhile I, processing her earlier corrective movement, had gone back to reaching for my own pen. My left shoelace had snapped just before lunch. Soon after I began going out with Elle, she told me that she brushed her tongue every day with her toothbrush. I shivered with revulsion at first, but by the time my shoelaces broke, I was regularly brushing not only my tongue, but the roof of my mouth, and I am not exaggerating when I say that it is a major change in my life. That explains why for the last few days, whenever I throw out my coffee cup, I've had to lower it through this puffy cushion of plastic. The renewing of newness, whether it was the appearance of another identical Pez tablet at the neck of the plastic Pez elevator, one sticky disc of banana displaced from its spot on the knife over the cereal bowl by its successor, or the uprising of yet another step of the escalator, is for me one of the greatest sources of happiness that the man-made world can offer. You could fill the tray by running all the cells quickly under the tap, feeling as if you were playing the harmonica. Or you could turn the faucet on very slightly and hold the tray at an angle, allowing the water to enter a single cell and well from there into adjoining cells one by one, gradually filling the entire tray. When you twisted it to free the cubes, you could selectively pull out one cube by hooking a fingernail under it. You might have to mask all the cubes except one with your hand, and flip the tray over so that the one cube you needed fell out. Or you could twist all the cubes free and toss them. The cubes would hop as one above their individual homes about 1/4 of an inch. Most would fall back into place, but some would land irregularly, leaving one graspable end sticking up. These you used for your drink. The fifth major advance was my discovery of a way to apply deodorant in the morning while fully dressed. I stared in disbelief the first time a straw rose up from my can of soda and hung over the table, barely arrested by the burrs in the underside of the metal opening. It's a matter of personal frustration that fast food employers don't stress the importance of loading the napkin dispensers correctly, so that to get 2 napkins out, you don't have to pinch a bulge of 6 or more and wrestle them all through the chrome at once. I was a frequent customer at CVS's and considered myself an old hand at their layouts. I knew to find earplugs in an aisle called First Aid near swimmers' nose clips, knee supporters, Caladril, and lice-killing spray. Is a lunch hour defined as beginning just as you enter the men's room on the way to lunch, or just as you exit it?